explain about projectile motion, oblique projectile motion. So, in everyday life, we will see the projectile motion. For example, a ball thrown by a cricketer, fielder of a cricket. Okay, now when a batsman hits a ball, the fielder is throw a ball in the this direction. Okay, na ఇలా direction లో మనం త్రో చేస్తుంటాం. నెక్స్ట్ ఏ బుల్లెట్ ఫైర్డ్ ఫ్రమ్ ఏ గన్. ఓకేనా, ఒక బుల్లెట్ ఫైర్డ్ ఫ్రమ్ ఏ గన్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో ఏ ప్రొజెక్టైల్ మోషన్. నెక్స్ట్ బాస్కెట్ బాల్ ప్లేయర్, వెన్ ఏ ball is thrown by a basketball player, that is also a example of a projectile motion. So here, what does mean projectile motion? So projectile motion is a two-dimensional motion. Okay, now a body is projected with a certain velocity, making an angle other than 90 degrees to the horizontal, known as a projectile. For example, I thrown a ball making certain velocity. For example, here I taken as a reference point. Here I taken as a reference point. Here I throw a ball. Here I throw a ball with a certain velocity. I am giving certain velocity. Okay, now I projected a ball with certain velocity. Here u is the velocity, with a velocity u, making an angle, angle theta. Here it is theta with the horizontal. Okay, now with the horizontal, known as a projectile motion. అంటే ఒక బాల్ ని ఇట్లా త్రో చేస్తున్నా. సో విత్ సర్టన్ వెలాసిటీ. ఓకేనా, విత్ సర్టన్ వెలాసిటీ తోటి నేను బాడీని అనేది త్రో చేస్తున్నా. ఓకేనా, విత్ ద యాంగిల్ థీటా ఈజ్ ద యాంగిల్ విత్ ద హారిజంటల్. అంటే హారిజంటల్ తోటి సర్టన్ యాంగిల్ తోటి బాడీ అనేది నేను త్రో చేస్తున్నాను అనమాట. సో హియర్ వెలాసిటీ ఈజ్ రిజాల్వ్డ్ ఇంటూ టూ కాంపోనెంట్స్. వన్ ఇస్ ద వెలాసిటీ here horizontal velocity, that is ux equal to u cos theta. Next, here velocity divided into vertical component in this direction, it is u sin theta. Okay, now for example, a body projected vertically downwards, we have to take as only one coordinate. But here in this case, the body is projected in a two-dimensional plane. So here velocity vector resolved into two components. So angle తో చేసే కాంపోనెంట్ వెలాసిటీ కాంపోనెంట్ u cos theta. సో యాంగిల్ తో లేనిది u sin theta. సో హియర్ velocity resolved into two components, u cos theta, next u sin theta. So when a body projected vertically upwards, so it is moving some height. After that, it finally reaches the ground. So here it is the maximum height reached by the body, here we taken as a h. Maximum height reached by the body taken as a h. Next, the horizontal distance from here to from point 0, 2, from here to here, the horizontal distance covered by a body is we taken as a range. This is the range. Okay, now this is the range. For example, a fielder is throwing a ball 30 meters, 40 meters. So that is the range. That is the maximum horizontal displacement covered by the body is called as a range. Okay, now in this case, in the projectile motion, the body is moving horizontal, the body is moving vertically, as well as the body is moving horizontally. The body is moving vertically, the body is moving horizontally. So that is a two-dimensional motion. It is an example of a two-dimensional motion. So here the body in the projectile motion, the body has a two components. One is the horizontal components as well as the vertical components. Here projectile motion is the sum of the horizontal components, next vertical components. So here in the horizontal direction, the body has a acceleration ax equal to 0. In the direction of the x-axis, there is no acceleration. So ax equal to 0. Next here, cos theta is the cos theta initial velocity. The velocity in the horizontal direction is ux equal to u cos theta. Ux equal to u cos theta. When it comes to vertical projectile, when a body moves vertically upwards with some certain height, so it has a vertical displacement here. It has a acceleration in the vertically upwards direction. That acceleration is minus g. Next, velocity is a uy equal to u sin theta. Uy equal to u sin theta. So, horizontal direction lo acceleration అనేది constant. So, acceleration in the horizontal direction equal to 0. Next, velocity in the horizontal direction equal to u cos theta. Next, acceleration in the y direction equal to here horizontal y direction equal to minus g, because we are thrown the vertically upwards. So acceleration in the y direction is the minus g. Next, velocity in the y direction is the u sin theta. So this is the projectile motion. So projectile motion is the sum of the horizontal motion next plus vertical motion. This is the vertical components. So when we projected a body making some certain velocity with the horizontal, okay now this is called as a parabola path. Okay now this total path is called as a parabola path. So how we can say that it is a parabola? Okay now parabola ఈ path ను మనం సర్కిల్ అనొద్దు, హైపోటెన్యూస్ అనొద్దు, ఓకేనా, పారాబోలా అనాలి, హైపర్బోలా కాదు. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఎ రెక్టాంగిల్, it is a parabola shape. So how we can say that it is a parabola shape? Okay now when a body moves okay with a certain velocity, it covered some horizontal displacement. So displacement formula x equal to ut plus half a t square, ut plus half a t square. So along the direction of the horizontal direction, here a acceleration ax equal to 0, ax equal to 0, then put here x equal to uxt plus 0. So here time taken equal to, we can write it as a x by u x. Ux is nothing but u cos theta. Time taken equal to displacement by velocity. So time taken equal to x by x is horizontal displacement by u cos theta. So when it comes to here vertical displacement, y equal to uyt plus 1 by 2 ayt square, 1 by 2 ayt square. So uy means nothing but u sin theta, u sin theta. T is nothing but x by u cos theta plus here plus 1 by 2 ay means minus g. Next here t square means, here t square means x square by u square cos square theta, x square by u square cos square theta. When you solve here, you will get y equal to u get cancelled, sin theta by cos theta equal to tan theta. So tan theta into x, tan theta into x minus 1 by 2 g by u square cos square theta into x square. So when we replace with y equal to ax minus bx square, y equal to ax minus bx square. This is the equation of a parabola. Here I taken as a equal to, I taken as a equal to tan theta. I taken as a equal to tan theta. Next constant b equal to 1 by 2 g by u square cos square theta. Okay, now this is the equation of a parabola. So y equal to ax minus bx square is a equation of a parabola. So when you projected a body with certain velocity u, okay, now some making some angle with the theta with the horizontal, known as a projectile motion, known as a projectile motion. So well here velocity resolved into two components. So in this case projectile motion, the body has a two different motions. One is the body is moving horizontal motion as well as the body is moving vertical motion. So in the horizontal direction, displacement equal to x equal to ux into t. So here t equal to x by u cos theta. Next, when you throw the object, it covered some displacement in the y direction. It is covered some displacement in the y direction. That is the vertical displacement. So acceleration in the vertical direction is the minus g. Next, velocity in the vertical direction is the u sin theta. So displacement in the vertical direction is the y equal to u by t plus 1 by 2 a by t square. When you put the t value, you will get y equal to tan theta into x minus 1 by 2 g by u square cos square theta into x square. When you replace with a variable, when we taken as a tan theta equal to x, x to 1 by 2 g square by u square cos square theta taken as a b. When we put here y equal to ax minus bx square, y equal to ax minus bx square. This is the equation of a parabola. So when you throw a body vertically with a certain velocity making other than angle 90 degrees to the horizontal known as a projectile. So this path of the projectile is called as a trajectory. This path of the projectile is called as a parabola or trajectory. Parabola or trajectory. So here the body covered the some maximum height. When you throw the body with a certain velocity, the body reaches the finally the body covers the certain maximum height. It is the maximum height here. Velocity is vertical velocity uy equal to 0. But horizontal velocity is a constant. Here it is a horizontal velocity ux is a constant. It is always constant in the it is in the this direction. For example, at this position I want to find the velocity. So here ux is this direction, u cos theta here this direction. Next u sin theta in the this direction, u sin theta in the this direction. For example, here I taken as a point P. I taken as a point P. At this point P, here final velocity here is a u cos theta. It constant in the horizontal direction. Here u sin theta. Here final velocity according to formula v equal to u plus dt. Final velocity v equal to u sin theta minus gt. U sin theta minus gt. So here final at this point final velocity is u sin theta minus gt. U sin theta minus gt. So here horizontal direction is here it is vertical velocity, here it is horizontal velocity. So horizontal velocity is ux equal to u cos theta constant remaining in the ఓకే నా ప్రొజెక్టైల్ మోషన్లో యూఎక్స్ హారిజంటల్ కాంపోనెంట్ యూఎక్స్ కాస్ థీటా అనేది యూఎక్స్ ఈక్వల్ టు యూ కాస్ థీటా అనేది కాన్స్టాంట్ ఉంటుంది అనమాట. ఓన్లీ వర్టికల్ వెలాసిటీ చేంజెస్ అట్ ఎవ్రీ పాయింట్. ఇనిషియల్లీ ద వర్టికల్ వెలాసిటీ ఇస్ యూ సైన్ థీటా ఎట్ ఏ పాయింట్ పి vertical velocity equal to u sin theta minus gt. Next, at the when a body reached maximum height, when a body reached maximum height, here maximum height final velocity in the vertical direction uy equal to 0. But the body has a the body has a velocity in the horizontal direction, that is the ux. Now look at here, when we throw a body, projected body with velocity, certain velocity, it has some covered some maximum height. Okay, it has some covered some maximum height. So maximum height formula here, maximum height formula here, maximum height, how much maximum height reached by the body. So here maximum height equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. U square sin square theta by 2g. So maximum height reached by the body equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. Okay, now by this formula you can calculate the maximum height. Next, time of flight. ఓకేనా, ద సమ్ ఆఫ్ ద టైమ్ ఆఫ్ అసెంట్ ప్లస్ టైమ్ ఆఫ్ డిసెంట్, అంటే పైకి వెళ్ళడానికి టైము నెక్స్ట్ కిందికి వచ్చే టైంని ఏమంటారు అంటే మనం టైమ్ ఆఫ్ డిసెంట్, టైమ్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్లైట్ అంటారు. సో టైమ్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్లైట్ టీ ఈక్వల్ టు టూ టూ యూ సైన్ టీటా బై జీ, టూ యూ సైన్ టీటా బై జీ. నెక్స్ట్ రేంజ్. సో హియర్ వెన్ your body projected here, so after that the finally reaches the ground. So how much horizontal displacement కవర్డ్ బై ద బాడీ, మనం ఇట్లా త్రో చేస్తే హారిజంటల్ గా ఎంత డిస్టెన్స్ వెళ్తుందంటే ఆర్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఫార్ములా ఆర్ ఈక్వల్ టు యూ స్క్వేర్ సైన్ టూ టీటా బై జీ, యూ స్క్వేర్ సైన్ టూ టీటా బై జీ. సో బై దిస్ త్రీ ఫార్ములాస్ యూ కెన్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ద maximum height reached by the body, how much maximum height reached by the body, next total time of flight, next range, ఆ మ్యాక్సిమం హారిజంటల్ డిస్టెన్స్ హౌ మచ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ కవర్డ్ అనేది మనం ఈ ఫార్ములాస్ నుంచి నేర్చుకోవచ్చు. నెక్స్ట్ సమ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఫర్ జేఈ మెయిన్స్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ ఎప్సెట్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ నీట్. ఓకేనా, హియర్ వెన్ ఈస్ ద మ్యాక్సిమం రేంజ్, హారిజంటల్ రేంజ్ ఎప్పుడు మ్యాక్సిమం ఉంటుందంటే టీటా ఈక్వల్ టు 45 degrees, టీటా ఈక్వల్ టు 45 degrees. హియర్ if the theta equal to 45 degrees, the body covered the maximum horizontal displacement. Okay, this is the important concepts in the NEET as well as the JEE mains. So the relationship between height and range equal to tan theta equal to 4h by r. Next r equal to 4h cos theta. Next, if a body projected with angle theta and 90 minus theta, then range equal to r1 r2 equal to r. Next, height h1 plus h2 equal to u square by 2g. Next, time of flight t1 by t2 equal to tan theta. Next, the relationship between range and time of flight is given by tan theta equal to gt square by 2r. Next, maximum height relation, height equal to gt square by 8. Next, here 4h by r equal to gt square by 2r. Okay, now this is the relation, very important relationship between height, maximum height, time of flight and range. If theta equal to 45 degrees, range, the maximum horizontal displacement is the maximum. So r equal to how much u square by g is the maximum value. If range equal to height, okay na, range ఎంత ఉందో height అంతే ఉంటే tan theta tan inverse of 4 equal to approximately equal to 76 degrees. r equal to 4h అవుతుంది. ఎప్పుడు అవుతుంది range? when theta equal to 45 degrees. Okay na, these are the important concepts for JEE mains as well as the NEET. Okay na, so when we throw a, what does mean projectile motion? A body projected with certain velocity మేకింగ్ యాంగిల్ అంటే 90 degrees తో కాకుండా, ఓకేనా, మీరు లెస్ దెన్ 90 degrees తో ఏ బాడీ ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేసినా కూడా, అంటే బాడీ ఎట్లా ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు, ఇలా ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు, బాస్కెట్ బాల్ ఇలా ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు, ఇలా ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు, ఇలా ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు. సో when a body projected certain velocity, making certain velocity with you, next బాడీ ప్రొజెక్ట్ విత్ సర్టన్ వెలాసిటీ యూతో ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం, మేకింగ్ అన్ యాంగిల్ అదర్ దెన్ 90 degrees, 90 degrees తో కాకుండా వేరే యాంగిల్ తో ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేస్తే ఆ ప్రొజెక్ట్ ఆ పాత్ మోషన్ ఏమంటారు అంటే ప్రొజెక్టైల్ మోషన్ అంటారు. సో దిస్ టోటల్ పాత్ ఏమంటారు అంటే పారాబోలా. సో ట్రాజెక్టరీ అంటారు. దిస్ టోటల్ పాత్ ఇస్ నోన్ యాజ్ ఎ పారాబోలా ఆర్ ట్రాజెక్టరీ. Next, the projectile motion is a both horizontal motion as well as a vertical motion. That's why it is a two-dimensional motion. So y equal to ax minus bx square is the equation of a parabola. Next, maximum height formula u square sin square theta by 2g. Next, time of flight equal to 2u sin theta by g. Next, range equal to u square sin square theta by g. Okay, now for example, here I projected with velocity u equal to 30 meter per second. Here I projected velocity u equal to 30 meter per second with an angle 45 degrees. With an angle 45 degrees. what is the maximum height. So here velocity I projected with the velocity 30 meter per second. So here height h equal to 30 square. Next sine square. Here I projected with the 45 degrees angle. I put in the formula sine square 45 degrees by 2 into here I taken as the g value as the 10. Okay, now here 900 into 1 by 2 into 10. 0, 0 get cancelled. 4 ones are 4 45s. So height is a 45 meters. Height is a 45 meters. So by this way you can calculate maximum height reached by the body, time of flight and range. Okay, now this is the projectile motion. So once again watch this video, you can get clarity. Please watch this, like this video, comment on your opinion, subscribe it. Thank you.